have to get up very early because I leave at 6:30 in order to get in at 8 o'clock. We don't have a bus service from Balbriggan that early in the morning, so I usually hitchhike. Occasionally I take the train. I work for a few months every year to raise some money because I like to travel with my older children, and that takes money, so I go into work in a factory. Some mornings I'm very lucky and get a lift at once. Other mornings they go by me in droves. I find it very interesting. You really meet the most interesting people now when you hitchhike.
This is the factory in Dublin where Mrs. Elizabeth Donaghy, young mother of 5, works for 3 months of each year, hitchhiking every day in all weathers from her home in Balbriggan. Nearly 8 in the morning and Mrs. Donaghy clocks in, ready to start another 9-hour day on the production line. The reward, 3 weeks abroad with her children. Travel, she argues, is essential to the education and development of a child. Until 3 years ago, she had never worked in a factory. How does she do it?
Factory work is often considered to be monotonous. I don't really find it so. I'm actually not bored by it. Once you get into the routine of handling the things you have to handle and packing the cans as they should be packed, you can really forget about it. Although it sometimes occurs to me that one of these drinks might be served to me on one of Aer Lingus aircraft. One thing that I thought about today was one evening that the children and I were walking down the Champs-Élysées in Paris. It was beautiful at night. It was a moonlight night, actually. And as we went towards the Arc de Triomphe, we were on the Woodrow Wilson Boulevard, and the children asked me who was Wilson. So I explained to them he was an American president, and when they were tiny, I used to read an awful lot. One of the books I read was about Wilson, when the cheering stopped. I worked there to make enough money so that I can take the children abroad. Now, you need a great deal of money for 4 people to travel. It's not the kind of money you'd take out of the housekeeping, so I set a target sum and I work until I reach that, and then I stop. It doesn't worry me that the neighbours may think I'm strange or different. I'm not afraid to be different.
The seaside town of Balbriggan, a far cry from the factory floor. It would be very easy to let the days slip by here. But no walks on the beach for Mrs. Donaghy. She's on more important business, and so are her children.
Thomas brings in the logs and brings in the coal for the fire. We have our own fruit growing here. We make a lot of jam, apple jelly. We have our own potatoes and eggs. This is very convenient in that we are not always running to shops. We make cake, bread, biscuits. Peter is very good at cooking, so he cooks. I don't allow the younger ones to light matches or to be near the gas cooker. I just think it's too dangerous. When we have a party, we make everything that is used at it, even the sweets. We finish at 5 in the evening, so I get home around about 6:30. The children usually have the meal ready. I don't have to do it. Each one has their chores. After all, the mommy's not the only one who can make a sandwich or make a cup of tea. So my husband insists that I don't do the things that the children are well able to do. Really, the way that I manage to go out to work and still keep my household going is because I get terrific cooperation from my husband and children. When I go away with them, I enjoy their company very much. Their enthusiasm is catching. Do you remember in St. Peter's Square at the Vatican when they were selling the slides? Remember that? And he jumped out behind a pillar.
Through the slide deck like that.
Oh yeah. You want to buy, madame? You want to buy, madame? I said, no, thank you. And he says, I'll go with the phone out up again. Wasted effort. Do you remember the day we went to Pompeii and Antonio brought us? And you and Antonio and Mr. Burris waited on the corner in Pompeii.
Mrs. Donaghy gives up 3 months of home life for 3 weeks of memories. She misses not being at home to meet her children when they come home from school, but they're learning to be self-sufficient and independent like their mother. Traditionalists say a mother's place is in the home. Could Mrs. Donaghy be accused of neglecting her children? Is it really worth it?
Yes, it is. We're a very close-knit family here, and I really copy my mother-in-law, who reared 7 children, and all of them turned out very well. Her motto is flatter them, flatter them. I think you should encourage them and praise them when they need praise. I also criticise a bit if that seems to be called for, but mostly I encourage them.
And where do you get your idea to take them away on holidays like this?
Well, when we were tiny, my father used to take us once a year only, it's true. But still, I feel that that I really am just taking up where he left off. Would you care for a cup of tea?
I'd love a cup of tea indeed, thank you. Oops. Well, you seem to me to be a mother that just didn't sort of slip into motherhood. You seem to almost, thank you, make it a vocation. Would you say I'd be right in that?
Yes, it is a vocation. It shouldn't be looked on as a menial chore or something one must do.
I don't take sugar. Thank you. But would you say that your whole life is geared at the moment to bringing up your children, or is it something that you just happen to be married and have children and it's part of your life in that way?
Well, it's the most important thing I'll ever do. But I'm doing it now, that's true, and I'll put everything I have into it. But later on, when they're grown, definitely then I would want an interest apart from the family. A career, probably. I wouldn't hesitate to go back to school or to go to college and study and have a career so that I wouldn't become too involved or that I wouldn't interfere too much in my children's life. This, I think, is a temptation. We should mention that the children also work in the summer and each one makes their contribution.
Really?
Oh, yes, yes. Last year, Peter had £100, which was a great help towards our trip.
In the summer, I was working in Butlins.
Doing what?
Well, the first year I was sort of everything, jack of all trades, and in a kitchen. And then last summer gone by, I was a chalet maid, cleaning out chalets and things like this.
I see. And did you make a few bob out of that as well?
£2 a day.
That was very good. Did you work during the summer as well, Thomas?
Yeah, I did.
What were you doing?
But it was only on Saturdays that I worked.
Yeah?
As a sort of luggage boy.
What's that?
Porter for bringing lunch.
And where was this?
Butlins as well.
And did you make a few bob out of it?
Quite a few, yeah.
Get any?
But Butlins didn't pay you much. It was mainly from the tips that you got from them.
I know what you mean. And what age are you?
13.
You're going to do the same thing this summer?
I hope so.
I must say you're all very enterprising. It seems a very interesting way to raise a family anyway.
Well, our motto is never be stuck.
After all, Balbriggan isn't the world.